Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how is everybody doing? I know we're going through some difficult times. The coronavirus is testing our patience and most definitely that of motorcyclists because we've been forced off our motorcycles and into our homes. But today happens to be the World Motorcycle Day. This year, however, to celebrate this day instead of riding with the community, we must stay indoors for the greater good. To make the best of it though, I've got some really interesting people to talk to and some interesting conversations for you to tune in. So who are these people, why are they important, and what is their story? So we're beginning this conversation with Mr. Vinod Throbber. He is the founder of Convoy Control Club. It's an adventure and biking club for especially abled biking enthusiasts. Now we've got to know more about this. So over to you.
Thank you very much. It's a great privilege to be here, and it's my honor to share our story. The Convoy Control Club is mostly found in 1995 in Jaipur, and we have adapted this club. And 2010, I got this opportunity to start in Mumbai. So the concept was to start a club for specially able people. I was a part of one of the club in Mumbai because my dream was to ride Ladakh. Someone told me that to be the part of this club, if you want to go to Ladakh, you have to be the part of one club. And I joined one of the club, but then they came to know about my reality. John, can you help me to get my limb? So when they came to know about reality, facts of my life, so I got a rejection from them. And the facts of the life is, can you see this?
Right.
It's artificial limb. It's artificial limb.
Yeah.
I don't feel ashamed to share all this because this is the facts. This is what I am. And that is how they rejected me. And I believe everything happens for good. They rejected me. That's it. I started my own club. And the first club in a globe for specially able riders. So that is how.
Congratulations on that. That's brilliant. You just said that why would I be ashamed of something like that? I would say, why would you even think on those lines? You're one of the coolest people I am speaking with. You are.
Thank you.
So so what made you realize that you wanted to ride motorcycles? What was the attraction for motorcycles?
Well, I lost my leg when I was 6 years old, just a young age, and I've been struggling to get an artificial limb many places, but then getting me a limb was not possible, and my family condition was so bad that they couldn't go for private companies to get a limb. So in my childhood, I used to hear one voice of a bike. So that sound always was it was always like there was some kind of curiosity for that sound, and that sound was duk 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 duk. So that is what from the child I had the dream and a desire to own this kind of bike. That the bike which sound duk duk duk. Okay, I shared my dream to some of the people in my childhood कि मैं बड़ा होऊंगा ना तो मैं ऐसा वाला bike लूंगा जो डुक डुक करता है. I still don't know the name of this bike. So one fellow laughed on me and he said, अरे तू पागल है कि तेरा तो पैर भी नहीं है, तू कैसे चलाएगा, उसको क्या बोलते हैं मालूम है? मैं बोला नहीं यार, उसका नाम क्या है? तो those days it is called bullet. तो बोला उसको बुलेट बोल. बोला हाँ अच्छा. I was not found out bullet, क्या होता है bullet, कैसे होता है bullet, but then एक ही दिमाग में था bullet. And I was growing up, and when I received my first limb at the age of 27 in 1997, so the first thing that thought came in my mind, I want to ride a bullet. Today, by grace of God, people know me as a rider, not a disabled. And yes, that was that love, that was that curiosity that pulled me towards the biking community.
That's great. I mean, a lot of us are looking for these levels of motivations. A lot of us can't find it, and you do have it. That's just great. Tell us more about the club. So you're helping people with who are specially abled. You're helping them out to get on motorcycles. So how's it working out for you, for the club?
So first of all, ma'am, the biggest challenge when we formed the club, the first month of our club was found, and unfortunately there was a cloud burst in Ladakh 2010, and so many people died in Ladakh. And as Ladakh is a paradise of bikers community, so I thought, why not we'll do something different for the society, and that is how I started hunting. I started looking for my heroes. I call them heroes, and I went to different state of India like Jaipur, Delhi, Himachal, Maharashtra's different part, and I found these gems. I found these heroes. They were having different disabilities. So I went along with my RE on my Royal Enfield 1980 old one, and without knowing that इसमें problem होता problem कुछ problem नहीं, the problem is in your mind. I love my bike. I take care of my bike, and I went and shared with those people कि भैया there's a place called Bikers Paradise. Why don't we go there, Ladakh? Whomever I spoke, nobody knows about Ladakh. Ladakh किसको बोलते हैं मालूम नहीं. Yes, same thing with me. मेरा life जो था ना मैडम, हिंदी will do, no मैडम. हिंदी will do, no.
बिल्कुल.
In हिंदी. मेरा जो life था, my world was only my area. I was born and brought up in Mumbai, Bhandup, and I thought Bhandup ही India है, Bhandup ही दिल्ली है, Bhandup ही सब कुछ है. तो छोटा था ना. And as I grew up and since bikers आया, we started out to go for a cause ride, but
Right.
people see us as sympathy way. बोला हमको दया माया नहीं चाहिए. We don't need sympathy, we need a support. When word support comes, no, people get scared. अरे बाबा किसी को फोन करो भाई तेरा मदद, need your support. So he will start calculating. Baba, he's going to ask me how much money. That the first point comes money. Believe me.
Right.
So that's when today's date to ask someone for a help, you have to think about it. किस प्रकार का. So well, and we took a challenge, and we were 7 of us, all disabled with the different disabilities, and with our different bikes. I approached company also to give me similar kind of bike, but then it doesn't work out. And we took a challenge and raised 18 lakhs rupees, and it was a trip of 24 days, Mumbai to Delhi, Mumbai to Ladakh, Ladakh to Mumbai on road, and that is how our club was formed. Today we are not only a club, we are a family. We are all around India. We have 7 chapters, 8th and 9th chapters coming up very soon. We are around 70-80 riders. We are sometimes numbers down होते हैं, कभी up होता है. But the thing is what? There's no obligation कि आपके पास कोई भी bike हो. See, everyone is not comfortable to ride single bike. Okay?
Right.
आपने जैसे देखा होगा people with specially able, they ride with a side car, they ride with the side wheels, and some of them who are eligible को लोग cover कर सकते हैं, मेरे जैसा कोई है. So they ride their single bike like a normal bike. So they all are welcome, and that is how this bikers community was formed and become the first bikers community for specially able riders in a globe. So, and then we raise fund, become the first bikers community in bikers history. We created bikers history, become the first bikers community, raised 18 lakh rupees, build 6 houses for the victim of Ladakh cloud burst.
Oh my God, you are doing some very good things. I mean, people need to know about this. Talking to you, I think a whole new avenue for motorcycles has opened. Like, motorcycles can help people in ways that we're not even thinking about. They're that great. So are there any, like, I'm pretty sure you've done Ladakh already, and so tell me about your motorcycle. It's a Bullet, I'm guessing, since you like the dug wala bike.
It's not Bullet, it's my love. Her name is Laila.
Yeah. Oh, that is
her
sweet.
name is, and I am her Majnu. And yes,
so sweet.
I got this bike in the year 2000, and believe me, क्या होता है ना, बोलते हैं, if you want to dream big. And my big, since childhood, I was having the big dream to have that Bullet. I was not knowing कि बुलेट का वजन कितना होता है, उसको चलाने के लिए कितना एफर्ट लगता है. In year 2000, I was looking for a bike, Royal Enfield second hand bike. I was not knowing कितने का आएगा, कितना पैसा लगेगा, and I was just searching, believe by fate, and I saw one bike somewhere in Mumbai. It's called CP Tank towards Store Bazaar, and I saw one junk bike, and I was just looking the bike, and I said wow. And inside my heart, मैं अंदर ही अंदर सोच रहा था, if I get this bike, I can make the way I want. And the owner of the bike said, hey, don't touch the bike, दूर खड़े रहो. पता नहीं एक आत्मविश्वास with that खुद self confidence है. I went to him and I said, sir, would you like to sell the bike? तो मेरे को ऊपर से नीचे देखा. अच्छा, this fellow doesn't know I'm disabled. The moment people comes to know that I'm specially able, they used to reject me. Those days I never used to wear short pant also. I used to wear full pant. I used to walk very little because while walking, if I limp, they comes to know अरे ये तो कुछ fault है इसमें. So well, he took my number. Those days I was having a landline number. आगे दुकान पीछे मकान. I was staying in a office warehouse in Lower Parel Sunmill compound, and there after 15 days I received a call and saying, hey, this is Nishit, Vinod Rawat बोल रहा है. 11 o'clock in the night. I said yes. बोला you showed interest in my bike, so I'm flying to Bangalore for 20 days. If you don't mind, you can come right now, take the bike and use it for yourself for 20 days. Believe me, कोई डर नहीं, कुछ नहीं, जस्ट गया टैक्सी पकड़कर उसके पास, वो बाइक मुझे दिया. This is 2020. It's been almost 20 years. The bike is with me. I am the owner of the bike. I have never paid 1 rupees also to him. He's not only a friend, he's a family for me now. People left me, but my bike never left me. She's still there with me.
Oh God, that is. This was great to listen to. I think your will is stronger than any challenge that life will ever throw to you. I'm pretty sure. This was such a great conversation.
Our commitment towards the bikers community, we are having a big feast. We call feast and festival. It's called RERM, Royal Enfield Rider Mania. It happens in Goa. So that is our social. Every year we go, and believe me, if you'll get chance, maybe this year or next year, please join. Please be there. So when we go, हमारा जो entry होता है ना, it's like a stardom. हम लोग को we feel like कोई star आ गया है. Everybody want to take a picture with us. Everybody wanted to talk to us. Because of this platform, because of this community, because of this gathering, believe me, we came to know about different riders community, Royal Enfield rider community among the nation, and we are the part of those families now. They call us for the annual function of there as a motivational speaker, and then bikers community are the best community to set a good example to the society.
That's brilliant. That's fantastic. So we've realized that motorcycles and motorcyclists can be so much more if you have the will for it, and you definitely do. Thank you very much, Mr. Rawat. Thank you for your time, and take care. I hope to hear more from you soon.
Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
Rhythm, in your introduction, I have to tell my audience that you, along with your dad, have done really long distance tours around the country, and one of them was 15,000 kilometers long. Now, these are the kind of interesting and inspiring stories that we're sitting here to listen to, because right now everybody's under, we're living with a virus. We can't really go out for rides. So tell us your story about these rides and inspire us.
Okay, so this particular ride that we're talking about, it happened in 2017. That is the 15,000 kilometer ride is actually an all India tour. So in this particular tour, we covered the 7 geographical extremities of mainland Motorable India. And so the 7 points are somewhat like this. So we covered the highest motorable road in the world, the lowest motorable road in the world, the northern part, the northernmost tip of India, the southernmost, the extreme east, west, and the central point of India. So one major thing about our ride was we reached Umlingla. That is 19,300 feet above sea level. That is the world's highest motorable road with India. So that has been one of the major highlights of our ride.
Right, Umlingla. In fact, a lot of people think that Khardungla is the highest motorable pass. I think this is quite a misconception, and me included. When I went to Khardungla, I wrote under the caption of my picture like highest motorable pass. Even I wasn't aware of it back then. So if you want to break this down for the audience, how do you reach Umlingla?
Okay, so Umlingla back then in 2017, it had, the BRO under their project Himanik, they had just started the formation cutting for Umlingla. So it is a few kilometers after Hanle. So what the government actually does is you need permits for that place. You need permission to reach Hanle. So once you reach Hanle, it's not that far from there. But right now, because of the restrictions, it's been shut down. So it's been shut down actually from 2018. So Dad and I, we are one of the first persons to reach Umlingla. So you start your ride from Leh, you reach Turtuk, then you go to Hanle, Siachen base camp, and then you head towards Umlingla. It's somewhat so back then when we had the formation cutting, you could not see anyone over there except for the BRO guys doing their work day in and day out.
So right now is Umlingla shut? Like, is it accessible right now?
It's not accessible.
So you're actually one of the few lucky ones then.
Yes.
Great, that is fantastic. So highest motorable pass, we talk about it a lot, but while you were telling me about the 15,000 kilometer ride, you mentioned the lowest one as well. Tell us about that.
The lowest one is in Kuttanad. Kuttanad in Kerala. That is minus 7.2 feet below sea level. So over there, yes, I'll tell you more about it. So if you Google Kuttanad in Kerala, you'll find that it has a very peculiar geographical thing to it. So over there, most of the water bodies are slightly above the paddy fields and all the base houses that you find over there. So there is a particular stretch, a road, where you can find, the road is slightly lower than all the paddy fields around you. So that has a special significance of that place.
Huh. Lowest and highest. Oh, how bad was being at above 19,000 feet though at Umlingla? Like, where you have breathing issues and stuff?
Okay, over there, the thing is, so people mostly face issues at Khardungla because it's already at 18,000 feet. So high altitude is the problem. It is the major factor. Apart from that, when we were doing this ride, that is back in August, 19th of August, we were on our way to Umlingla. The thing is, that day it was snowing as well. So major factors which come up over here were having frostbites and the altitude problem. So you cannot actually breathe properly. So one incident I want to share with you all is that one of the water crossings that we went through, we got drenched. Our feet were literally inside the water and we had to go through it, and it is ice cold water over there. So maintaining your health, not having any breathing difficulties, keeping yourself warm are one of the safety precautions that you should take once you're going into a high altitude place.
So this is a challenging ride, although you guys did it unassisted and you did it with your dad. That is so cool.
Yes.
That is great. That's fantastic. I don't think a lot of people have done that. You must have a lot of fun with it.
Okay, so dad being in a profession where it's difficult to spend time more of the time with his family. So those 42 days ride, just dad and I, it's been a wonderful time for me.
So tell me a little bit about your motorcycle. What was it? Was it a Himalayan? What was it?
So right now we own 4 Royal Enfield bikes. It is so one being the Thunderbird 500. Then the Thunderbird 350, Interceptor 650, and right now we just recently bought a Himalayan BS6.
That is nice. You have nearly half of their portfolio in your garage. That's quite cool. That's good. So, right, before we end, what else is in the pipeline? What big rides are coming up for you?
Okay, so given the situation we are in right now, the COVID-19 pandemic situation, mostly all my rides are on hold, nothing this year. But maybe next year I'll be attempting another All India ride. And there are some specifications to it. It'll be a social cause ride. And maybe I'll be disclosing more on my social media handles, and more things about the ride will coming up soon.
You're being hush-hush about it right now. Okay, that's good. We'll see little teasers from you every now and then, come in the coming months. Yeah. That's great. This was fantastic, Rhythm. I absolutely adore talking to people. I can have a similar wavelength. Talk about motorcycles, talk about long distance riding, and I'm in. This was great. Thank you very much, and I hope you tell us soon about your upcoming ride.
Yes, for sure.
So now we're speaking with Mr. Shubham Sethi. He is, well, as his introduction, you must know that at the age of 24, he is one of the youngest community custodians in the space of motorcycling in India. Now, as a community custodian for motorcycling, so what flags are you bearing? What kind of community is it?
So it is basically a community of photographers and videographers and travelers. So we started 4 years back, but yeah, now it is close to 500,000, and we are basically more towards travelers and rest of photographers.
500,000, wow, that's substantial. That's a lot. So in your, let's go back to the beginning. What made you think that motorcycling was what you wanted to pursue, as professionally and as a hobby and everything?
As a traveler, there's a constant hunger to see more places, to know more places, to be to those places and experience the local stuff. And being honest, on a motorcycle, you actually connect, you actually can mold your trip in a way that you want to. You can stop where you want to. So for me, motorcycle began like in the starting. I took a bike. I borrowed a bike from my friend for 3 days, and I was just riding across towards Jaipur and all. And on that particular trip, I realized, okay, this is something that I really connect to, and this is way better than using public transport or something. I have my own freedom. I can go wherever I can. I can stop wherever I can. Hence, motorcycle became one of the primary transport for me, and the connect between me and the motorcycle started. And hence I started riding. It was back in 2013.
2013.
2013, yeah.
Right. So a lot of us, like you said, a lot of us have found motorcycles to be way better for traveling. So, but we've still, we're just limited to our own motorcycles. Maybe we get a couple of friends to ride along with us sometimes. But you expanded this into a community. So where did the idea for that come from?
So we took a baby step in 2014. I was tend towards a traveling bit, but then later on, I somehow created a kind of ecosystem where when I travel, I earn. So it's kind of vice versa for other people. They spend money on travel, but for me, when I travel, I earn. So hence it grew exponentially.
That's the best ever.
Yeah. And I've covered almost 400 places in 6-7 countries. And I started actually started the whole traveling scene on my own 4 years back.
So in your introduction, Avneet told me that you are planning on something big, a big ride coming up. Is it?
Not a big, it has been a long due for me. It came from when you see people doing K2K, it's Kashmir to Kanyakumari. But there is another K2K which is lesser known. So I'm more tend towards the lesser known places, lesser known things that people have done. So what I somehow found, I was just randomly searching on Google Map at other places, what is the easternmost village, which one is the westernmost village. So I found this, that westernmost village in India is Koteshwar, which is in Gujarat. And the easternmost village, accessible village by road, is Kibitu, that is in Arunachal Pradesh. So it becomes another K2K, but not vertical, horizontal K2K, which is actually longer than the actual K2K. So this
it's longer.
Yeah, it is longer because the routes that you have to take, it is longer. And from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, you don't touch the topmost point in India. You somehow ended up in
Technically you don't.
That last 500-600 kilometers makes a difference. But this stretch, you can actually touch the last village of both the ends.
Right. Before we end, so there are a lot of motorcyclists who think what you said, that you don't want to pay for travel. You're actually earning from traveling. You travel and you earn out of it. So a lot of people can't really get that, the algorithm right for it, the business model for it. So maybe you want to say something to young riders who wish to get into this. I think I'm quite old for it now, but I would like some advice on that.
So it's basically you should know what to sell and when to sell. So giving my own example, my own experience, I was good in photography and I started taking photography tours. So people come to my tour to learn something. So every travel, everyone sells. Every company sells you like different touristy destination. But if you are giving them some skill, and the whole idea behind this was to make them like anyway, whenever you travel, you will be spending a lot of money. But if you're not able to document that travel of yours, and if that travel of yours is not making an impact on anyone else, though you do it for yourself, but then some way or the other, we teach how to document your travel in a better way so that your pictures, your video would be impactful for others, or maybe a reason for others to go to that place. Like when people go to Spiti, they see that monastery picture, key monastery picture, and they get all excited. Like they have to. So making those exciting stuff, that's what we teach. Hence, this is what we sell. People like young writers, like there are brands, like you can collaborate with brands. You tell them if you're good at videography, you will give them kick-ass video, or you can document their product or place their product. That's how you go about it. But then on somehow or the other, you have to sell something. And I know I sell photography, and hence I'm selling it.
So basically, you've got to be good at one thing that that I'm good at this, and I can teach you.
Yeah. People a rider can teach someone how to ride on a snow, like normal rider. If someone is good at riding on a snow, he can actually take people on a snow ride. He can actually show them how to put on snow chains, how to manage a bike, how to manage a momentum at that particular curve or something. So people would want to learn something with the travel experiences there. But then you have to add something so that people can take something home rather than good pictures and experience. So skill is something that you can sell and people would buy.
That's a good way of putting it. That's top tip from Shubham Sethi. Thank you very much for this. And before we sign out, a very happy motorcycle day to you.
Yeah, so to you too.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time. This was great. And take care. And I wish you all the very best for the other K2K ride.
Yes, soon we'll do it.